What's up, everybody? It's Shinoheed here, and today we got a little bit of a bundle video for you with three Halo games in one, and that is the glowing armor glitch. So, we're going to start with Halo 2 Anniversary and basically go in chronological order in terms of like the Halo title, not the year they were released. But anyways, to do this, just simply spawn any vehicle. We're just going to use a ghost. You don't have to use a ghost. It works with any vehicle. And just have the other player get in, and all you gotta do is just simply pick it up and forge. And that basically changes the other player's armor to a glowing gold outline. It's basically the same gold outline as when you pick up the vehicle. So like it highlights the entire vehicle as gold to let you know that you're holding it. But in this case, that transfers over to the other player when they get out. However, if they do it to you, you won't be able to see it on your screen for some reason. They will still see it on their screen. You'll be gold to them. But to yourself, as you can see on my screen, you don't see it at all. What's interesting is that even after you kill them or they die, their body still remains uh, glowing. So it pretty much is a permanent effect. There is a way to undo it, but killing them is not the way to undo it. Now, what's interesting about this is, as you know, this video is going to be Halo 2 Anniversary 4 and 5. Obviously, that means this carries on to all the other Halo games. And that is because this is Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 4, and somewhat Halo 5. That means they all use the same engine pretty much. At the very least, they use a very similar engine for Forge. So that's pretty much why this glitch carries on. Now, this also works with elites, in case you were wondering, so we're going to do that really quickly. So, same thing, elite gets in, pick it up in Forge, forces them out, and they are all completely gold. Now, with the elite, if you look closely, you can still kind of see like a slight tint of the original armor color, which in this case is green. So, it's kind of like a yellowish, goldish green kind of. It's more apparent with the elites than it is with the Spartans. But yeah, as you can see, if you want to undo it, just simply just get in the vehicle again. Now if you want to change the color of the outline, just let's say we want to make it green. Once they get in, just double tap the vehicle like really quickly, so it forces them out. But you hold it again, and that would cause them to be green. Basically, their armor just takes on the whatever color it was last highlighted on the vehicle. So we just did green there. Now let's try red. Red's a little harder. What you want to do is have them get in, and then as you double tap again, but you want to lock the vehicle right as they're getting out. So your timing has to be very perfect. So right when you press A and you see them start to get out, that's when you lock the ghost or whatever vehicle you're holding. And that would change them red. And I think it's a pretty cool effect actually with the red. Both the green and the red armor effects, they kind of look like overshields, but obviously it's just the highlighting effect. Now for Halo 4. Halo 4 is going to work almost identical because Halo 2 Anniversary, which came out later, is actually just using the Halo 4 engine for Forge and custom games for the Anniversary mode, not Classic mode. Classic mode is still, well, Classic Halo 2. But this only works in Anniversary of Halo 2 because there was no Forge in Halo 2 Classic. But yeah, so here it is, working perfectly the same in Halo 4. However, this time the outline is a little more translucent. You can still see much of the original armor color and designs underneath, whereas in Halo 2 Anniversary it was pretty solid. So we just did the gold armor. Let's try with green now. So same thing, just double tap. And there you go. Now it definitely looks like they have an overshield on. But that's not an overshield, of course. But yeah, same thing as Halo 2 Anniversary. If you were to kill them, they would their armor would also just still stay the same color. And if you want to do red in Halo 2, Halo 4, it's actually a little easier. Just lock the vehicle first, have them get in, And well, I mean, you have a little bit more time, but it's mostly the same thing. You still want to lock it when they get out, but it's not as fast. I think it's slightly you have like an extra half second. But yeah, so there you go. Same thing with Halo 4, the red armor. And like I said, if you were to kill them, they would basically stay the same on the ground with their dead bodies. And same with Halo 2, if the other person does it to you, you won't see it on your screen. But on their screen, they will still see it just fine, just like I am seeing it now on them. Alright, now for Halo 5. So Halo 5 is a little different than 4 and Halo 2 Anniversary, but the method's still basically the same. So let's get on with that. So we're just gonna spawn a vehicle, of course. It doesn't matter what we're gonna spawn. I'm just gonna do a Ghost Ultra because it's like one of my favorite Halo 5 vehicles. But same thing, have them get in, and to make them glow yellow, just pick them up. Now in Halo 5, the highlighting of vehicles and objects is not as drastic. So really, once they do this, their armor just kind of like flashes that color for a second. It's not like entirely obvious, I guess, but you can still see it like glow a little bit. Now let's try it with a different color. It's going to be the same method basically. However, there is no green in Halo 5. There's only red and purple. So we're going to do red first. So with red, you can do the same thing, hold down delete. Well, actually, yeah, it's not the same thing because you're not locking it. If you delete it, it'll turn red briefly. And if you keep holding it, it'll delete it. But if you don't hold it until it deletes, and then you basically do the same thing, hold on delete till it turns red, and then double tap it. They'll get out, and then they'll turn red. But that's a little trickier method. We'll get to the easier one in a second. I'm going to tell you guys a quick pun now, of course. Can't leave you guys without a pun. So, my friend made a joke about a TV controller. However, it wasn't remotely funny. Alright, but yeah, as you can see, same thing. The bodies stay the same color. Now with the red highlighting, it's actually a little more distinct than the yellow highlighting. It's still a lot more apparent, which is kind of cool actually, but only you can see it, of course. Nobody else can see it. Alright. Now, let's try let me show you an easier method to do the red one. And this is actually a lot easier than the other previous games. And I actually just figured this out like after we filmed the previous one. But I'll show you all the methods. So just have them get in, and then just lock it. And once it's locked, just pick it up. That's it. You don't have to do any like special timing. You just lock it, and then they'll turn red. However, this red is not is a little bit different. This red is flashing a little bit, and it's a lot fainter than the other red. So it's up to you which red you prefer. The slightly harder method, it makes a more solid red, but this one is a lot easier, but you don't get as nice of a highlighting. So, did you know that I've been working on a device that will read minds? That's right. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Alright, anyways, to do purple. Purple is going to be, yeah, it's going to be probably the hardest one in Halo 5. It's not hard, but it's going to be the hardest of all the three methods. So to do this, you need a third person now. You can't just do it two people, because you only get the purple highlighting if someone else holds an object. And when you look at that object, it will be highlighted purple to let you know that someone else is holding it. So to do this, the best way to do it is you need to make sure you see purple. So have one player get into the vehicle while the other player picks it up almost at about the same time. And as you can see, it'll turn purple, and then all they need to do is just get out of the vehicle, and they'll be glowing purple. Simple as that. So yeah, that's pretty much all the possible glowing armor effects you can get in Halo 5 and all the other Halo games. I do hope you guys found this to be pretty interesting, and if you did, remember to leave a like and leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.